Okay, so make sure, guys, hit record, call your reporter or whatever, and tell them to watch. If you want to put this on your Fox News or on your Hill or on your Newsmax or on your Daily Mails or Post, go for it. I don't give a you know what, okay? I don't give a you know what, because the hypocrisy is astounding as it relates to especially the MAGA folks right now and the right-wing media. It is astounding, the hypocrisy. Now, let me just say this. I said something in reference to, I was responding to the MAGA folks who were being racist in regards to the gentleman that Donald Trump nominated to be the head of AI. They were on the internet, look it up yourself, being very racist and very vitriolic about Donald Trump appointing this person. And Vivek Ramaswamy got involved, and then he insulted, according to them, the MAGA people. Okay? So as always, everybody gets all butthurt. I'm not referring to all of Trump supporters. I'm talking to the MAGA brain people who will say and do anything to make excuses for any behavior that Donald Trump does, any bad behavior that the MAGA movement does. So yes, I stand by my words. And if you don't like what I said, then too effing bad. I don't care. And let me point the hypocrisy out to you, because you guys always say, we are not voting for what? A pastor in chief. Sometimes I have an issue with some of the things that he says. It's true. I don't like how he says it, but it's true. So you have to have the same standards for other people that you have for your guy. Some of you, the cult leader, okay? You guys have a higher, this is how messed up you are. You have a higher expectation of me, an independent journalist, a former cable news host, than you do for the person who sits in the Oval Office. Because his mouth is worse than mine. He calls everybody dumb. He calls black women dumb. He's called me dumb. He calls people stupid. He's called Kamala Harris stupid. He's called her names. And he's used profanity against athletes. He called them sons of bees. He calls people out of their names all the time. And you love it. But when someone says the truth about you, you get all butthurt and you get all in your feelings. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. What's good for the Donald is good for the Don. So my new energy going into 2025 is this. When Donald Trump tones down his rhetoric, he stops calling people names, he stops being racist, he stops using profanity, then I will. Now, when I was in legacy media, I would always say, if something didn't just tumble out of my mouth, because I sometimes forgot that I was on television. I always say my thing would be, what would Oprah do? Right? Because Oprah was a mentor, right? What would Bryant do? What would Bryant Gumbel do? He's a mentor. What would those mentors do? Because that was a different time, traditional media. And what would Michelle Obama do, right? Because Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. I love you, Michelle Obama. We can't do that in this environment. And I saw glimmers of that at the Democratic convention this year, when you and your husband, the former president, went off. I loved that energy. So sometimes for the folks who are in traditional media and you certain way and you operate on light and joy and, not offending people. Oprah, I love you. But sometimes, Gail, love you guys. Sometimes you need a proxy. I am your proxy. I am your anger translator. Like Barack Obama's anger translator. Okay, we'll get to that in just a moment. But let's talk about what happened. So you can put the video up. So I did this video, and people were like, someone said, "Oh, he's doing the show out of his living room, out of his house." I'm doing it out of my house because it's the holidays. I have a studio, so don't even whatever to that. But let me just show you the hypocrisy in all of this. You got upset because you thought I was talking to all MAGA folks. I'm not talking to all MAGA folks. I'm not calling all Donald Trump supporters racist. I'm not calling all Donald Trump supporters stupid. I have Donald Trump supporters in my own family. And you know what they said to me? Thank you for saying what you said, because he betrayed a campaign promise. He told us that he was going to cut down on immigration, and it wasn't just going to be certain people. And the reason I talked about it was because, as I said, the racist MAGA people online being racist against Indian Americans. Donald Trump and the MAGA people have now figured out that they need immigrants in order for this economy to survive, in order for our country to survive. In order for our country to survive. Farmers have said that. Farmers said that to my friend over at CNN when she interviewed him. He said, we need migrants. We need immigrants. Otherwise, we would be in business for about 2 days and we wouldn't be able to keep our farms up. This is a dairy farmer who said that. And so now all of a sudden, folks are realizing that they need immigrants. And now the tech bros are telling you, we need immigrants. We need these H-1B visa folks in order to get our business done. So now all of a sudden they're like immigrants, and then the racist faction of the MAGA movement lost their minds. Not all Trump supporters. Many of them were upset because they betrayed, but they weren't racist about it. They weren't saying toxic shit online. And so for everyone, like all of the people there's some idiot over at the Hill. So this little, well, Don Lemon went on a racist rant. I don't know, some little dude with glasses. What's his name? Bobby or something. And then there's the other one, who always goes off, the Dore guy, whatever his name is. Someone he's upset because we canceled him on the show. Well, thank goodness we did. I had no idea we were even booking him. Jimmy Dore or whatever his name is. So let me just show you the hypocrisy, because you're upset because I said a few words that oh my God, I can't believe Don Lemon said a curse word. But you don't have the same energy when Donald Trump says it. Here's Donald Trump. Please play the one where Donald Trump is using all of the profanity but this is just a little bit of what he does. But just let's play some of it. Here it is. You don't get upset with this. Watch.
People don't care who the hell they are.
I fired his ass so fast.
It's bullshit, okay? It's bullshit. This is the worst damn stage I've ever seen. You bring your whole damn family, whoever the hell you are, I love you. They make the crap right there. Get that son of a off the field right now.
She said he's a.
We'll beat the out of them. Let them beat the out of ISIS also.
He gets a nomination, they're going to sue his ass off. Whoever the hell brought this mic system, don't pay the son of a to put it in. You shouldn't pay the best, sir.
I would bomb the out of him.
You bet your ass I'd approve it. You bet your ass.
I don't give a damn. You can tell them to go themselves. It's political.
Our country's going to hell. It's going to hell.
Listen, you mother.
Oh, I can't believe Donald Trump said some bad words. Is Donald Trump in a cringy rant? Did Donald Trump lose his mind when he said those words? Was he being offensive when he said this about the vice president? Here it is.
So you have to tell Kamala Harris that you've had enough, that you just can't take it anymore. We can't stand you. You're a vice president. The worst. You're the worst vice president. Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. You're fired. Get out of here.
Oh, well, there you go. Were you offended by that? Did you run to the internet? Was Fox News or OAN or Newsmax or The Hill or whoever it else, the Daily Mail, the Post, were you doing stories about how unhinged Donald Trump was to be saying stuff like that about the vice president? Were you saying he was unhinged when he called NBA players sons of bitches? Were you? Did you get all bent out of shape? Did you rush to the internet? Did you send angry, racist, homophobic emails to his family members, like for my family members? Did you do that? Or did you just sit by and go, yeah, that's great. He's owning the libs. Now remember, all of you have said, I wish he wouldn't say those things, but I wish he wouldn't say it the way he says it, but it's true. I like that he says it. I wish he would just, maybe do it a little bit differently. But he's right. And remember, you aren't voting for a pastor in chief. You aren't watching me or voting for me or counting on me to be what? A pastor in chief. You're counting on me to be a truth teller, to show the anger or the frustration, and to voice the anger or the frustration in this country. And sometimes you have to use salty language in order to do it. I don't like doing it, but sometimes you have to do it. Just remember, Jerry Falwell Jr., the guy, this guy's, one of your spiritual leaders on the MAGA side. Remember when he said this about people who said that Donald Trump had a potty mouth and that he was all of these things? Remember when he said this?
You have to look past. You can't be, we're not electing a pastor in chief. We're electing a commander in chief, and we can't expect our commander in chief to have the same qualities as our pastors. And I think most of the rank and file evangelicals have figured that out on their own.
Permission structure for evangelicals to vote for Donald Trump, even with all of the stuff that he does or says that you make excuses for. You have a higher standard for me than you have for your commander in chief. What's your problem? Really? You're mad because I said somebody was dumb? Donald Trump has called me dumb a million times. Go look it up. Go look up how often he calls black women dumb, or women in general dumb. Bird brain, Nikki Haley. How often does he do that? Do you get upset with him? Do you do all kinds of specials? Oh my God, Donald Trump was unhinged. It was a cringe moment. No, because you're hypocrites. You're hypocrites. That's why. Everybody uses language like that. You may not hear it. And I think that I don't think it's quite appropriate for the commander-in-chief to do it. But if you want to do it, that's your business. I don't really like doing it, but sometimes you have to get your point across. I will be your proxy, traditional media, because the folks are tired of legacy media mainstreaming and normalizing this BS, making false equivalency all the time by allowing MAGA supporters to come on the air and spread and spew all kinds of falsities and lies, and to insult people. You invite them on. You pay them to be contributors because we need to hear from them. Well, you also need to hear from the people who are not going to give oxygen to liars, election deniers, and people who think that insurrections are okay. It was a walk in the park. So let me be your proxy for those of you who want to go high. I'm meeting you where you are. And remember, Barack Obama, who you all say, oh, Barack Obama is so, aloof and whatever. Barack Obama told Jerry Seinfeld this when it comes to using salty language. This is what he said.
It help with your stress level. I'm going to say help. This son of a bitch. This rat bastard comes in here. And it really, you blow off a little steam, right?
Yeah. Bad stuff or stupid stuff is happening constantly, right? Every day. So you have to be able to just make fun of, wow, that.
Yeah, of course.
That was even dumber and more annoying than usual. That's when cursing is really valuable.
Sometimes cursing is really valuable. Thank you, Barack Obama. And this is what I feel like when I say I'm going to be your proxy. I'm going to be America, 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 America. I'm going to be your anger translator, much like this one for the former president, Barack Obama, and my friend, Keith.
Because despite our differences, we count on the press to shed light on the most important issues of the day.
And we can count on Fox News to terrify old white people with some nonsense. Sharia law is coming to Cleveland, run for the damn hills. Y'all's ridiculous.
We won't always see eye to eye.
Oh, and CNN, thank you so much for the wall-to-wall Ebola coverage. For 2 whole weeks, we were one step away from the Walking Dead. And then y'all got up and just moved on to the next thing. That was awesome. Oh, and by the way, just if you haven't noticed, you don't have Ebola.
Sometimes you got to be angry. So look, I'm an emancipated person. I don't have to worry about it. So let me just say this for all of you hypocrites out there, okay? For all of you people who are upset about my salty language, for all of you people who are not understanding the context of what I was talking about, I'm talking about the racist people who are online talking, giving racist language and being bigoted about Indian Americans. Not all Trump supporters, but the folks with the MAGA brains who will do anything to make excuses for their bigotry and for whatever Donald Trump wants to do. So in the words of your dear leader, if you do not like what I said and you do not understand what I said, you can go yourself. Okay? Thank you very much. Make sure you get the quote and put it all out in the media, wherever you want to put it. We are thrilled to have you as one of our watchers. So thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button as well. And that way you can be notified about all of our new content. There's plenty of it for you. We're live every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop more videos at 2 p.m. Eastern and at 5 p.m. And if you want even more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon Nation, of the Lemon community. Members receive access to special community posts, exclusive content, and live shows. So just head right over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.